Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. And another NBA season about to start. Shaq, we've talked about it. You can feel, an air of excitement that's a little different than in years past.
There's a number of talented teams all wanting that ring. I've said this before. Kenny has said it many times. It could be one of the best seasons we've seen in a while, including what Golden State did last year in winning the ring.
That was an incredible run. But some teams that looked unstoppable last year will start to show some cracks in their armor. But the other teams that didn't look like much on paper last year, beginning this season, are now looking like they will surprise.
And that is it for now as we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports Group.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. This, of course, their first look at this year's Washington squad. Well, guys, they got swept in last year's series, and you know that's the first and foremost thing in their minds as they look to turn the tables this time around.
Yeah, a division battle. These two squads play each other 4 times this season.
Time to get familiar, and these games always count double. I mean, not just league standings, but division standings at stake as well.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. And it's Dudley in at the small forward. Kicks to Beal. Lots of room. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Beal's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Washington. And for Tobias Harris, a resurgence of sorts last season, Clark, especially from behind the arc, where he shot a career high of 36%.
You know, he'd only hit 25% from 3 the year before, Kevin. So, yeah, a monster improvement in accuracy from long range.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Payton. To the paint, Gordon dishes to Vucevic, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I don't know, maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
And Wall kicks to Nene, and stolen by Gordon. Payton against Wall. Payton passes to Oladipo. To the inside. Here's Gordon, and that one is stuffed right through.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And so it's Washington with it, following the bucket by Orlando.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here is Harris. Outside Gordon. The 19-foot shot. Rebound by John Wall. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Good. Nene's got his first points of the night.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Oladipo with the ball. Now Beal defending. Dudley against Harris. From about 16, Gortat with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And a look here at the Wizards, how they ranked in the NBA last season. Second in opponent field goal percentage. Sixth in assists. And they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
And you mentioned their ranking in terms of opponent field goal percentage. Such an important stat. They did not give up the easy looks. You really had to work for whatever you got.
Here's Oladipo. Wall with some nice defense.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Beal dishes to Gortat. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Now here's Payton. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Vucevic with the bucket. Now here's Wall. Nene, right side. It's stolen by Harris. An even 3-on-3 break. Payton outside. Vucevic is screen on Wall. Payton drives in. Rejected by Wall. And he recovers it.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but it came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early, but it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
No good on the second free throw.
And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now, here's Oladipo. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Gordon kicks to Harris. Oladipo outside. Just 4 to shoot. He was all alone on that one. And that's now 6 points for Vucevic.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal. But that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with. Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
The Magic trail by 6. Payton kicks to Oladipo. He feeds it to Vucevic. Here's the dish to Harris. Washington with the rebound. Wall with it. To the middle. Here's Gortat. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
But they get it back. Here's Vucevic, and that one hits back iron. Wizards leading by 7. To the left wing. Beal against Oladipo. Here's the pass to Dudley. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete. But his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
About Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline player.
The Magic making a switch here. Fry's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Porter's checked in. Here's Payton. Drops in the breakaway layup. Payton's got his first points of the night. The Wizards have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Wall. The Wizards working the ball around now. Porter, no luck. The Magic trail by 3. Payton outside. Pass to Harris. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Now Wall. Porter passes to Gortat. Baseline try. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Gortat's got his third basket of the night right there. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Skiles. And Doris, what did he have to say?
We went over the matchups in tonight's game, and when we came to Nene, he told me, now there's a player. You just don't find big men with that kind of body who's that light on his feet. I don't know if it's his soccer background, but the way he moves, it's awfully tough to stay between him and the iron. Guys, that's the goal, but we'll see if they're able to make it happen. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Oladipo kicks to Harris. Beal with the steal. And now here comes Wall leading the break and finished off by Porter.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Here's Oladipo following the bucket by the Wizards. And Vucevic kicks to Payton. Another shot. The layup missed.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Wall dishes to Gortat. Back to Wall. Hands it from downtown. And now a 6-point Wizards lead.
And last year, the Wizards at times played excellent team basketball. I mean, it seems like every time a shot went in, it was coming off a pass to find the open man.
They get the rebound. Porter outside. No luck. And Orlando will come the other way. And Greg, the Wizards were top 10 in the league in assists, as you were just talking about last season. They were third, Clark, in the league in their assist-to-made field goal ratio. Though.
Beyond those eye-popping stats, the Wizards passed the eye test. I mean, it seemed like most of their buckets came off nice passes.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. Hezonja comes in for Tobias Harris. Fournier's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Watson in for Elfrid Payton. Then for the Wizards, Chris Humphries has checked in for Nene. Gary Neal comes in for Bradley Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Here are the Magic now after the basket by Washington. Stolen away. Here's Porter. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Wizards.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective, is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition. You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Porter. Humphries kicks to Sessions. Here's Gortat. Orlando grabs the miss. A minute 20 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Fournier. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Third is Marcin Gortat.
You know, nobody said this guy couldn't miss last season, and because he was such a good percentage shooter, one of the best in the league, his teammates always were looking for him.
That free throw, no good.
And once again, last season, the Magic were near the bottom of the East. Only 15 wins for them against the rest of that conference.
The Wizards making a switch here. Oubre's checked in. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And the Magic have been a bit of a doormat for the East the last few seasons, it seems, Clark.
Well, we'll put some numbers on that for you, partner.
Yep.
They've finished in the bottom three each of the last 3 seasons. The plan is to collect talent, and they've done that, but it hasn't gelled or matured to the point of being consistent yet.
The Wizards have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Fournier's shot is off. Wizards leading by 8. Feeds it to Neal. From the wing. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Wizards shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First free throw is good. The Amway Center here in Orlando didn't see a lot of wins last season. Magic really struggled at times. Surprisingly, Greg, in this building.
Yeah, a young team still haven't yet established their identity. Only 13 wins at home. And really that inability to defend that home court is why they fell out of the playoff hunt early.
You know, what's a bit alarming for the Magic at home is that it was a step back from the previous season. I mean, for a team that's supposed to be young and improving, they shouldn't be getting worse at home year to year.
They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Fry. Here's Dedmon. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Washington has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's Oubre. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Watson kicks to Fournier. He dishes it to Watson. Here's Azania. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's the Wizards as they end the first quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And an exciting young backcourt in Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Wall said that Beal is known for his appetite.
When we go out to eat, he gets like 2 meals. You know, like some people eat 1 meal and the second meal you get to go home. he really finishes 2 meals at one time, and it'd be like, dog, there's no way you about to eat that. So he likes to eat a lot, and he does a great job finishing it.
You think John Wall's hungry for a championship in D.C.?
Yeah, I would certainly think. Well, not really. I've seen that dude eat exactly the way John described it. It is an unbelievable sight to behold. You literally cannot comprehend how anybody could scarf up that much food and still hoop.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Aaron Gordon out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then it's Watson. And it's Hezonja in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim. Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Pass to Fournier. The feed now to Watson. There's a good screen. Here's Hezonja. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
To the left wing. And Sessions kicks to Oubre. Picked by Humphries. Oubre passes to Sessions. And here we go with the Magic pass break. And Hezonja gets it to go.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Passes it to Dudley. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Oubre. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Stolen by Dudley. Kicks it to Oubre. He feeds it to Sessions. And again, Washington no good.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now, coming home to where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times, he can be a demanding coach.
And he gets it to go.
He's been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Now, here's Oubre. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Sessions dishes to Neal. Here's Humphries. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. Oubre kicks to Sessions. That doesn't go in either for Sessions.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
The Magic trail by 6. Fournier passes to Watson. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hezonja. Rebounded by Dudley.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Hezonja, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Harris comes in for Aaron Gordon. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Fournier. And it's Payton in for C.J. Watson. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Nene, he's checked in for Humphries. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Oubre. Beal's checked in for Gary Neal. And it's John Wall in for Sessions. Now here's Wall. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Offensive rebound, Harris. Some solid defense there by Nene. Wizards leading by 3. Beal dishes to Dudley. And stolen by Payton. Here's Oladipo. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 5 assists tonight. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Magic.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnover.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
On defense, Washington, after the made shot from Victor Oladipo.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Now here's Wall. 5 points in the game. To the wing right side. Here's Dudley. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Vucevic has got 12.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Wall to the paint. He kicks it to Porter. Shoots the 3. Shot is no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Out left to the wing for the 3. And Hezonja gets it to go. Hezonja's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face. And guys, when you go to look for holes in the game of Tobias Harris, there really aren't any. One of the hardest workers in our league. If he has any weakness at all, it's his average size speed combo, which most likely will keep him from becoming the perennial all-star type.
Channing Frye's checked in for Orlando. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Gortat's checked in for Jared Dudley. And that one misses. On the topic of Tobias Harris, you love that he can contribute in every category of play. He's a solid face-up shooter. Clark, he's getting better with his back to the basket. You can see movement forward all the time.
I love what this young man has shown thus far. You mentioned those things he does. He'll also rebound for you, get loose balls. He does the little things, understands what it takes to win, the consummate pro and team player.
Last season, a mixed bag for Wall statistically. Some steps forward, but overall, lower numbers.
Yeah, but, you know, he didn't score as much as he had the previous 2 seasons, but he was more efficient. And sometimes, Kevin, the better your team, the less you have to do, but he clearly is a better player.
Orlando, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Payton kicks to Frye. And it's Harris off the drive. That's good. Harris has got the game tied up here for Orlando.
For Wall, guys, he played more of a traditional point guard role, but double-digit assist numbers at 10 a game for him, really strong.
And here comes Harris leading the fast break, and that one's good. Payton's got his second basket.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Oladipo against Wall. Oladipo, the pass to Vucevic. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. Washington's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Wall attacking. And Oladipo pulls it down.
And also for Wall, his usage was down. I mean, a few less minutes played, fewer shots taken. Overall, though, I felt it was a big step towards becoming more of a traditional point guard, and the Wizards are better for it.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Gortat dishes to Beal. Down low, here's Wall, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Wall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Harris a screen on Wall. Payton kicks to Vucevic. That's good. Vucevic has got the lead back up to 4 now for the Magic.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And it's Gortat finishing it off.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt. But still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Here's Vucevic following the bucket by the Wizards. They set the pick. Oladipo, the pass to Vucevic. And here's Fry for 3. The shot is off. And Washington the other way now. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Beal. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Vucevic a screen on Porter. Wall against Oladipo. There's the dish to Fry. All sorts of time, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Orlando leading. Payton kicks to Fry. Here's Vucevic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, 8 rebounds, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
Wall against Payton. And Wall kicks to Beal. Nene down low. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good by Porter. Well, and to Vucevic's point, big problem throughout his career, Clark, has been getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's tough. He's aggressive and sometimes out of position. Coaches are asking him to be aggressive, but he has to learn how to do that without fouling. That's the next step in his progression. And some of it is anticipation, so you're not in position to foul.
Gortat dishes the Wall. No good. That would have tied it.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Porter with it. Picked up by Harris. Porter kicks to Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall. Here we go.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Now here's Payton. Back to Vucevic. And here's Fry from the arc. It's deflected. 24-second buzzer signaling the shot clock violation. Watson, he's checked in for Elfrid Payton. Chris Humphries has checked in for Washington. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Washington's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Wall passes to Gortat. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense. Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Washington trailing.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
Outside, Wall. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Magic out in front. They lead by 2. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Nick, a competitive battle out here for you tonight. What's been the mindset for you and this team during the first half?
Just want to come out not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. We just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen again.
Nick, thank you. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. A tremendous start for Nikola Vucevic. He had 18 points, 2 steals, and 9 rebounds. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Well, their playmakers were in top form tonight. They showed great court vision and great ball movement. That's why they had so many assists. It's much easier to defend guys who don't want to pass the basketball.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means more scoring opportunities. Few rebounds either way could decide the outcome of the game. Ultimately, this game will come down to who wants it more.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
And I tell you what, that allowed him to get his team several multiple shot opportunities. His work on the offensive glass has been invaluable.
So on the floor for Washington, the great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint, and it's Dudley in at the 3 slot. Wizards trail by 5. Washington's offense last year looked solid on paper, but in reality, it was much tougher to defend against. They could hurt you in a number of ways.
And the Wizards, Kevin, could get you in transition, but they could also, as you mentioned, they could get you with their half-court sets. Top 10 in field goal percentage as well as 3-point percentage last season.
Payton outside. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. The 11-footer. The shot no good. Wall with some nice defense. From the arc. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. It's Oladipo on the wing. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 7 points for Victor Oladipo.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And here's Dudley for 3, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Payton's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. 5 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. And the rebound goes to Nene. Nene's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here's Wall. 11 points in the game. And that one's good. Wall's got 13. Magic leading by 4. And here is Payton. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Washington with the rebound.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Dudley dishes to Beal. Nene kicks to Wall. Shot is off.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Harris, right side, fires it up. The Magic again can't hit.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Now here's Payton following the miss by John Wall. Outside Gordon. The pass to Harris. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Harris has got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in the washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Now here's Gortat. 9 points in the game so far, and he gets it to go.
I don't think they come much easier than that look.
Magic leading by 4. Vucevic is screen on Wall. Payton against Wall. Picked by Vucevic. And Oladipo, here we go. And that one's good. Oladipo's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
I don't have an idea either. A little heat check there, but yep, he's still cooking. And Greg, he's cooking with gas. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team he liked playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category. And I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent. And I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Here's Wall. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Looking to end his cold spell. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from John Wall.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And, you know, going back to Jared Dudley, he helps you in so many different ways. Shoots a lot of threes, yet does so efficiently. He rebounds, he passes the ball. He'll get a little physical, too. He's a valuable vet to have in your locker room.
Just 3 to shoot. Payton drives in. Goes back up. And Vucevic again. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Now here's Beal. Nene down low. He's against Gordon. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And you know what Jared Dudley's nickname was in college? The junkyard dog. I mean, for his toughness and that nose he has for the ball. 2 attributes that have served him greatly here at the next level.
So for the Magic, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. Hezonja comes in for Gordon. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Payton. And then for Washington, Chris Humphries has checked in for Gortat. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Nene. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Shots good by Dedmon.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now here's Dudley. 6 points for him. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Dudley's got 8 points. Orlando leading by 5. Pass to Hezonja. They set the pick. Humphries with the steal. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And finished off by Porter.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
So it's Orlando now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Dedmon's shot is off.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profiling, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Here's Fournier. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Looking here at some numbers for Oladipo, a very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 18 points a game last season, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
First one falls for him. Well, Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
And with Hezonja, it is all about what he might do in the future. He has great athleticism, very good size at his position, and already has great skill in terms of scoring the basketball.
Magic leading by 5. Now here's Watson. He has 5. Here's Hezonja. They get it again. Dedmon kicks to Fournier. Feeds it to Watson. Pass to Hezonja. There's the screen. Inside, Dedmon passes to Fry. Oubre pulls it in.
You know what I like most about Hezonja is how much he believes in his own ability. He has tremendous confidence. Before the draft, he said he felt he should be the first pick overall. That's confidence, folks.
Here's Humphries. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Sessions dishes to Neal. The shot misses. And Orlando the other way now. And there's the feed to Watson. There's Hezonja, guarded by Porter. Dishes to Fry. Ring shot on the way. Off the iron that time.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Oubre. Out to Sessions. And again, Washington no good.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Here's Fournier. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Fry kicks to Fournier. Drills the three-pointer. And the Magic lead by 8.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Now here's Porter. He's got 10. One-on-one here. Here's Watson. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Magic lead.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And Orlando making a change here. Oladipo's check in. Wizards trail by 10. Passes it to Neal. He dishes it to Humphries. Here's Sessions. And nothing is falling for him right now. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. From 15 feet away, and it's Oladipo that time on the assist by Watson. And 11 points for Victor Oladipo. Wizards have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
You're good, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 11. Lets it go with a 3. Watson's shot is off. Wizards trail by 10. Kicks it to Neal. Unloads. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Neal's got 7 points. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Watson. He's covered by Sessions. Oladipo for 3. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Watson's got 4 assists in the game.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Got a piece of it. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Nene, he's checked in for Washington. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sessions passes to Humphries. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Oubre. A three-pointer is right on target. Oubre's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Azania. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And we've reached the end of the third. Magic lead by 8. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And the final period of play just about to start. Wizards trail by 8. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Oladipo and Harris are the wings. And it's Payton in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Harris. Gortat with the block. But he recovers it. Teardrop shot. And it's laid up and in by Harris. Harris has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Magic. Wall up top. Covered by Payton. Here's Gortat. The kick out to Wall. The 3 from Dudley. Here's Gortat. And at last they get one to fall.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Now here is Harris. At the elbow, Vucevic. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. It's Wall with the drive. Here's Gortat. Second chance shot, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
And Nene, a guy with an incredibly strong start to his career in Denver, the first Brazilian to ever be selected in the first round. Voted, as you may recall, to the NBA All-Rookie team.
Yeah, it came into the league just a tremendously raw talent. Really developed faster than a lot of people expected, but what has been the case for him is the injury bug. I mean, the knee, the foot, shoulder, Achilles, you name it, he's had it, and it's hindered his career somewhat.
And cancer. He's beaten cancer.
That's very good.
Yeah, you know, going back to Nene, in 14 years, he's been able to suit up for roughly 65% of the games. That's tough on the team's continuity on both ends of the floor. Injuries have been a part of that, though, and oftentimes those are beyond the player's control.
The free throw drops for Dudley.
And you know, guys, the thing with Nene, he helps you in so many ways when he's in there. He's hard to back down in the post. He eats up space, tough to get around on picks. He has the toughness that champions are made of.
Now here's Payton. Pick by Vucevic. It's tipped. Gortat with the steal. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's Harris following the bucket by the Wizards. Here's Vucevic and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Wizards trail by 6. And Wall kicks to Nene, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And Orlando has possession after the basket by Washington. Harris outside. Shoots the 3. Rebound, Washington. Gortat's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Out to the wing. He kicks the Wall. The dish to Dudley. To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Harris. Payton against Gortat. Oladipo outside. Now the pass to Harris. Feeds to Payton. 6 on the shot clock. 20 feet out. Harris missing again.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL. Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. He's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
And getting back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Vucevic. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Big step last year for Vucevic's offense, Clark. Unstoppable at times, both on the blocks and facing up.
Vucevic is a real outstanding future all-star front courter. Rebounds at a high rate in traffic and out of his area. Finishes, faces up. This kid has a lot of upside. I really like his game.
And both free throws good for Vucevic.
And talking about Vucevic's development last season, he's also had the highest assist average of his career. He's a good decision maker on the floor, knows when to take it himself, and knows when to kick it to cutters and spot up shooters.
You know, and getting back to Vucevic, I mean, he's at an age where he may only get better. Averaged nearly 20 points a game last year after averaging only 14 the year before. That was an incredible leap in production, and I think it's one that'll continue.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Thank you, Doris. Wizards trail by 4. To the left side wing. Gortat dishes to Dudley. Takes the 13-footer, and it comes off the front of the rim. Orlando, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Oladipo goes in. Out to Harris. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Harris has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Wall. And Gortat kicks to Nene. Second chance shot. And there's the 3-second violation. Magic leading by 6. Oladipo, the pass to Payton. High arcing shot, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Excellent use of the screen that time.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Payton. Harris up top. Fires the 3. Up again, and it's Gordon finishing it off. And the Magic lead by 8.
Boy, this team has really been on the offensive glass here in the second half, doing an outstanding job. And that's one of the reasons they're on top.
Wall wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Wall's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Good on the shot.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Payton outside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
At the line, shooting one, Elfrid Payton.
That's good from Payton.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Wizards passing it around. Gortat inside. Vucevic defending. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener. Does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Now here's Payton. Picked by Vucevic. And it's Harris off the drive. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Marcin Gortat.
And the Magic struggled last season, still waiting on one of their young stars to just take that next step.
At the end of the year, the Magic saw leaps from Oladipo and from Elfrid Payton.
Yeah, I like those 2 young guys, Kevin, but it's hard to compete in the NBA without a top 20 scorer.
One problem the Magic faced last season was depth. They really weren't a deep team, and it hurt them along the way.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, they had the second fewest bench points in the league, and that number was really low because they didn't use the bench that often. Starters did a lot of the heavy lifting.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Wizards trail by 9.
And for the Magic, they would try and address the bench for this season, both through the draft and free agents.
And Wall kicks to Dudley. Wall against Payton. Wall's shot is off.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to leave. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Nene. And he uses the glass on the layup. Nene's got 10 points in just the second half.
And, guys, the Magic didn't luck out and jump into the top 3 in the draft. Still ended up with a high pick, and that'll help add another nice piece to their puzzle. They've accumulated a lot of good pieces, but now they need to start making it work.
Here's Payton. Picked by Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. Fry dishes to Vucevic. Goes up again. Can't get it to go. Gortat with the defensive effort. Wizards trail by 9. It's Wall with the drive. Orlando grabs the miss. Harris has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
Wizards have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. It's taken away by Payton. Oladipo outside. Pass to Harris. From 11 feet away. Some solid defense there by Nene. Wizards trail by 11. Beal with it. The feed to Gortat. Dishes it to Wall. Shot clock at 6. Looking to get back on track here. It's rebounded by Payton.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Oladipo goes in. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. A pull-up. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Dudley. Dudley's got his 3rd assist on the night. Magic leading by 9. Now Payton. Pass to Vucevic. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Again, the miss by Wall.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Now here's Dudley. After the miss from Vucevic, Beal the pass to Dudley. And it's off from three-point range. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Oladipo, here we go. Vucevic, Gortat with the block. Outside, Wall. Gortat misses.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Payton kicks to Harris. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Gordon's checked in for the Magic. Washington's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. The Wizards with another miss.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And here's Oladipo. He dishes it to Vucevic.
At the line, shooting 2. Nikola Vucevic.
He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. So for the Magic, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Tobias Harris. Evan Fournier comes in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Watson in for Elfrid Payton. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Out left to the wing. There's Neal with the 3. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Watson kicks to Fournier. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Magic lead by 11.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Here's Watson. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Nick, what can you point to as the team's primary strength for getting this win here tonight?
We were really good on defense, and then once we get stops, we're very good on offense. We got some easy ones. We just kept grinding, we never let it back in the game, and it felt good to get this one tonight.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Vucevic. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
Let me tell you guys, Vucevic has a lot going for him, and I'm not talking about the cool name. His basketball IQ is crazy high. He makes great decisions and rarely turns it over.
He took it upon himself to dominate the glass tonight, fellas, and that's exactly what he did. He finished with a grand total of 19 rebounds. With him out there working as hard as he was on the glass, his teammates had to fall in line.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire... I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.